Welcome to PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel to not miss the hottest news. Today it's time to share with you all the breaking news of the entertainment industry. Shen Yue, who doesn't act, is paralyzed. There is actually a star in domestic entertainment who calls himself a wild boar. What's going on? They also opened a variety show called Come On, Eat the Bran, Really Don't Kill Me Laughing. The most outrageous and authentic national comprehensive show in history is here. The guests made no secrets, pretending to be ugly, connotative, and eccentric, tearing each other from time to time, and stopping recording at every turn. However, netizens applauded. Some people call it the young people's version of Longing for Life. Some people even directly praised the 2023 top-level variety shows. So, what is it about Wild Boar that makes everyone so high? Maybe, because I saw myself in them. Master Pi has never seen a more miserable variety show than this. You said that the old brothers of 0713 were miserable, but at least they still have some feelings. Catching up with the archaeological craze, you say that you will farm in the future. The boy will be miserable. But at least they have a director planning to help them formulate a general direction. Look here again. To direct, the director did not. To plan. Not, from the direction of the program in the early stage, to the content of the program in the midterm, to the editing in the later stage, including inviting flying guests, all are arranged by myself. High EQ, all self-made variety shows, low EQ, crazy poor, and what about the guests? Shen Yue, Wang Jingxian, Wu Yuhang, Zhou Yanchen, good guy, only one of the four names is familiar, Shen Yue. Because of the complete 3 no's, the show has been aired for 2 episodes and has not yet received sponsorship. They even have to cover up the brand for a drink. It's so miserable that it's funny. However, miserable gameplay, they opened up a new way out by themselves. The theme is clear, let you see what is the real state of getting along with good friends. In short, this is the variety show version of My Friends and I. After Pi finished the 2 issues, he had decided that some scenes were too familiar. You see, a guest at a good friend's house, just entering the door, with a firm goal, I walk directly to the sofa, then sit and lean, as natural as on a con, even wearing pajamas. I cried to death. Also, from time to time the mouth is cheap, and I can't help but want to tease my friends. Of course, in the end, it must be the feedback of Iron Fist Mount Taishan from Friends. Finally, I wanted to take a sensational route and let him tell the 5 advantages of the other party. As a result, it was no surprise that the words were completely choked up. No matter what the advantages are, the disadvantages are that I can chat with you all day and night. Of course, there can't be only losses between bad friends, and there are some useless tacit understandings. For example, mentioning the pose of imitating a kitten. At the same time, the friend drove away and subconsciously shouted together, swallow. Seeing the reflection of Fan Shichi's green clothes, they sang in unison, crooked. Is it a demon? It is suspected that the program group has installed surveillance cameras in my home, outspoken in dismantling each other, but also understand each other's humor and jokes. Watching the 4 of them get along, it really seems to be playing me and my friend, and behind their sense of familiarity comes from real acquaintances I met on the set 2 years ago, and often appeared in Shen Yue's vlog after that. They dined and traveled together, witnessed the big and small sadness and beauty in each other's lives, and finally even rented a house in the same community. It is also because it is so intimate and edible, netizens gave them a nickname, Yeju, pig, family. Many variety shows focus on feelings and killing memories, but they seem deliberate, and they don't need to interact too much. Just say, thank you for coming to me. The sincerity is already overflowing. Let you and I outside the screen unconsciously think of my friends. Of course, in addition to tacit understanding, the Acquaintance Bureau is more funny when discussing the theme song of the group. Wu Yuhang suddenly came up with the idea of making a 1-person sentence. How tall and new form do you think it is? The resulting export is, wild home, where are we going? This shameful lethality, not to mention the audience's embarrassing toes digging out a piggy page castle, even his good friends can't stand it. Shen Yue couldn't help covering her ears. Wang Jingxian spat out the encrypted text, and picked up the drink bottle and was about to strike. Catching the sea together is even mortar. Wang Jingxian is full of confidence, saying that he has watched a lot of videos of catching up with the sea, and he just needs to find small bubbles. As a result, inhale against the mouth of the small air bubble. The silence of the sea was deafening. After finally pumping up a pile of sand, I exclaimed that there were pippy shrimp. The lens zooms in, zooms in again. Okay, let's say you have it, smoked for a long time and got nothing. The 4 of them happen to also see the rich loot placed by others on the beach. What should I do? Can only silently leave tears of envy. What's even more outrageous is that several people are rushing to the sea. Looking back, I found that the shoes I put on the reef were gone, here, already anxious. Looking back, some people are slowly pumping sand, and some people are still foolishly picking up purple stones. What's even more funny is that the person who was burning with anxiety in the front and the person who picked up the stones silly and happy in the back were the same person. Seeing the flying guest, Fan Shichi, was heartbroken like the principal of a kindergarten. Grandpa Pai really burst out laughing. In order to ask the photographers to shoot material to see where the shoes went, they did everything they could. Pretend to stop recording. By please help, moral kidnapping. Your silence today is murder. Sell miserable blog sympathy. I debuted 10 years ago. I have been wearing a pair of shoes. Of course, none of the above will work. Finally, they decided to try their luck at the visitor center. But on the way, I couldn't help but be attracted by the sausage, really worthy of it. A wild family. Don't look at them as silly, but they are very good at pitting flying guests. Finally invited flying guests. At the end of the day, Hammer Nalisa is buying fruit and playing games with her. When it was time to finish work, Yi Ju's family thoughtfully asked her to take something away. What rubbish, Hammer Nalisa, do you hear what you were speaking in human language? When it came to Fan Shichi, it wasn't much better. Not long after we met, I tricked him into becoming the chief director. Fan Shichi was numb. Is this not the script I took? The funniest thing is that they unintentionally included countless variety shows. After lunch, we rested together and watched TV. The program suddenly changed from a sports competition to a screen full of pink bubbles. Shen Yue was the first to ask, why are they having an affair? Wang Jingshan answered immediately, all variety shows like to do this at the end. After finishing speaking, my bad intentions rose, his eyes narrowed, the corners of his mouth curled up, and he added, don't you know best, really laugh U-turn, explain to friends who don't know. Some time ago, Shen Yue was forced into a CP script in an acting variety show, and started a triangular line with He and Gui Junshan. Haha, someone was accidentally implicated. Don't look at Wu Tong, it's a bad comment. Do you think they only included one show? Next, planning to make a pilot film. Wang Jingxian suddenly went crazy and threw face at Wu Yuhong. Shen Yue even threw her things on the table and walked out the door. The passionate music sounded, and the atmosphere became tense. Turning his head to look, all the members broke their merits again, laughing so hard. What is actually happening? It turned out that they were creating conflicts in variety shows. Wang Jingxian, you must have variety show contradictions. Wu Tong said, young man, you are right. A certain variety show Wei Yinghong left angrily. The content is not enough for CP, and the tension is not enough for variety show contradictions. Although there is no mention of Wu Tong in one sentence, it seems to be full of Wu Tong. No wonder netizens commented, this variety show is completely the opposite of Wu Tong. So, what is the opposite of Wu Tong? In fact, the form of happy adults is not new. 3 or 5 friends are together, there is no mainline set, and there are no tasks that must be completed. It depends on the chemical reaction between the guests to achieve the variety show effect. From 0713's Happy Restart to Mao Bai and Li Shuichen's Mao Shuawang are all in this style. This type of variety show is also called light variety show, but the strange thing is, why is it that there is no content, and a light variety show like a running account is easy to become popular? Because they embody a state of life, relax and be natural, find interesting points in the ordinary. This state is exactly the life we yearn for. It is not like other types of variety shows, which use contradictions to advance when the script cannot go on, and there is no need to watch those. Unfamiliar people pretend to be polite and enthusiastic, because they are true friends, they can show their true selves without hiding. Take happy grown-ups, for example, Wu Yuhong and Zhou Yanchen cook. What are the others doing? Those who lie on the sofa, and those who play with their mobile phones play with their mobile phones. He even meditated later because he was bored. They are not like longing for life, where Huang Lei cooks. The young people will have a burden on their minds. They are always crowded in the kitchen hoping to help with something, and they seem embarrassed. They enjoy the care and love brought by their friends without any burden, because caring is fluid. Just send the love back next time, and these acquaintances are more open to jokes. Kneeling and fighting each other is the norm, but because they are familiar with each other, the scale of joking can be well controlled. Will give each other the most sincere encouragement at the right time. This is the opposite of Wu Tong. What kind of variety show does Wu Tong represent? Abusing feelings, relying on traffic, and gaining topicality by tearing. But in these variety shows, you will only see real living people one by one. Many people think of Happy Start Again when watching Happy Adults. It is indeed somewhat similar, but in general, the former is younger. It's not middle-aged like 0713. When clinking glasses, there is the bitterness of being underappreciated, and there is also the collapse of emotional breakdown. the YangZi family is more like telling us, in the ordinary life day after day, like many people, we seem to neither know how to be an adult nor find happiness easily, but fortunately, there are also a group of like-minded friends who are willing to accompany us, do silly things together, and experience every surprise in life together. We stay close to each other and keep each other warm. If you found this newsletter useful, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and full of energy.